Alright, everyone on the vertical stream, we will be doing Pokemon Firered with Beartic, a Pokemon that's not normally in this game, but due to some coding magic, we were able to put it in the game so we can try it out and see what it's good for. Alright, we'll just get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Swift Swim is its hidden ability. Its regular abilities are hail related, but they don't exist. I did not know this thing got it as a hidden ability. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, look at that. That Charmander's the GOAT. It actually survived a superpower. Although our stats are weird. For some reason with these backports, the level 5 stats are always incorrect. And they don't calculate properly till level 6. I have no idea why. I think it's because they're the stats of whatever the Pokemon was replaced with. If I had to take a guess. So anyway, what's going to be our plan for Brock? I don't think Brock's going to be too bad at all, because as long as we're slower than him, he will never use Rock Tomb unless he detects the kill. So, honestly, I could probably do Brock at close to minimum battles and just spam Outer Snow. Not Icy Wind, though. If I use Icy Wind on the Onix, I will get to a point where I will outspeed it and then he'll use Rock Tomb. I don't think there's any trainers I want to beat either. I think I could just do this probably minimum battles. But we'll try it out and see how that works. Alright, gotta catch these HM users. Alright, now I just need a Pidgey. Come on, Pidgey. There you are. You know, it's a really good thing that Scratch at this point cannot one-shot him, which is really good. You know what? I'm probably gonna have Steve stream up in another monitor. He was gonna do his stream earlier, so that way his would end when mine starts. So we don't, like, compete with viewers, but he ended up being real tired, so he just did it at the normal scheduled 10 p.m. instead. So I'm probably just gonna have his stream up, just so I can see how he's doing. He's doing Bulbasaur in red and blue right now, and I feel bad for him. That Pokemon's not fun to play with. The reason it is not fun to play with, you are basically stuck with Tackle and Vine Whip until the SSN. Like, those are all the moves you get, and with how many things in the early game resist Grass, and just how bad Bulbasaur's attack is, like, everything's a 3 to 4 shot. Almost everything's a 3 to 4 shot. It's insane. Like, Bulbasaur is one of those runs where regular trainers are harder than the actual gyms. Yeah, these regular trainers weren't that good. But another thing that surprises me, this Pokemon's actually in the medium fast group. I looked at this thing and I thought, man, this has to be in the slow group. But no, it's not. It's actually medium fast. Which is really interesting. Is Ursaring medium fast? Because I swore Ursaring was in the slow group. Alright, you know what? Just because we have an ice move and we're so slow, I don't think fighting this guy is going to be a big deal. Yeah, it's an easy trainer. It's some really quick XP. Yeah, even though Jolly Nature is lowering our special attack, I think in the long run it's worth it. You know, this gym would have been a lot easier if they had given you access to an Oran Berry before this guy, but the first ever berry you can get is immediately after this gym. Alright, I can use Icy Wind here, but I can't use it on Onix. Hello, Paul Anthony. Ursaring's medium fast. But hey, hope you've been doing good. It's been a while since I've last seen you in the chat. Oh, hello, Jesus Cervantes on the vertical stream. Hope you're enjoying the run. I mean, I just beat Brock, which is a good thing. Normally, I've been really worried in the past about how am I gonna defeat Brock with this bad Pokemon that's weak to rock. But here's the funny thing. Since Brock's Onix only uses Rock Tomb if you're faster than him, if you're running something slow, or if you keep your level as low as you can while still being able to kill him, he'll just never use the rock move. So in the past, mistakes I would always make is I would try to outspeed the Onix. That's nearly not the answer. So honestly, if you're weak to rock against Brock here, honestly, you're only really punished if you're fast. Because if you're fast, then you're always going to outspeed the Onix, then he'll start using it. But if you're naturally slow, like this thing is, you don't have to really worry about it. Alright, but since Brock's out of the way, what's the plan for... Oh gosh, that's not good. Oh no. Am I going to be able to win this? I do not know. It's going to be cutting it kind of close. Come on. Uh-oh. 5 HP left. Okay, that was kind of bad. Alright, it's a good thing I bought a couple of potions. Alright, I'm just going to register my TM case while I'm in the menu. I like to register the TM case before I get the bicycle, because when doing the little menu trick to get the spinners to stop moving for a tiny bit so I can get past them easier, it's a lot easier to press the select button to open your bag than to press start then A. Like that. It also works with people that move around, because whenever you exit a menu, it always takes, like, how long? It always takes them at around 32 frames, which on 4 times speed is probably like 1/8 of a second to start moving again. But if you just hold a direction and just walk, they'll never see you. Alright, I know the Pidgeotto on the Rivals team has a 27 speed. I'm not going to be fighting Misty, but I want to try to at least outspeed the Pidgeotto. I'm probably going to try fighting this guy first. Man, Steve's getting resets on the Rocket Grunt and Mount Moon. If you guys are wondering why the Rocket Grunt and Mount Moon is scary, it's only in Red and Blue, because in Red and Blue, the Poison type is weak to Bug in Gen 1, so Bulbasaur is actually 4 times weak to Leech Life, and it makes early game Zubats extremely terrifying. Water Pulse. Yes, please. I think I'd rather keep Icy Wind. It's more power. Scott probably would have deleted Icy Wind just because of the accuracy, but I'm not going to be using Ice moves that much, so it doesn't make any sense to keep the weaker one. Like, if I'm going to be using Ice moves, it better be the stronger one. Oh no, not my attack and defense. Okay, 26 speed. Hopefully I get 28 speed here. Remember when I talked about wanting to keep Icy Wind, even though it's less accurate, and I missed 2 Icy Winds in a row? Oh, hey, Chill Guy, you just subbed? Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the run. This run's been going pretty good so far, actually. Alright, gotta take the Helix Fossil, as always. It's the only correct answer. Alright, also, there's 2 move tutors here. Oh, we outspeed Pidgeotto. Mega Punch and Mega Kick. I'm going to get Mega Punch over Scratch, and I don't think Superpower is that good. I'm actually going to teach Mega Kick over it. Because who knows, there might be a fight where I need the extra power, like Starmie. Misty Starmie. Mega Kick might actually help with it. We'll see. Alright, I'm not going to fight Misty now, obviously. I'm just going to go get the rare candy and go take on the rival. Okay, safe. Let's see how this fight goes. Alright, doesn't well, I just want to outspeed it. I just don't want to start off right away with a turn 1 sand attack. Alright, Mega Kick. Nice. Because I didn't think Mega Punch was going to one-shot it, because our attack is good, but it's not like something to write home about, you know? I better go heal. I do have some potions, but as of lately, I've been trying to save the potions for whenever I'm too far away from a center, but if it's right here, just use the center. Don't use the potions. I need to save those things. Alright, so now my main spamming move is going to be Mega Punch. Man, Steve just got another reset. Oh, he's facing the rival. Nice. Oh, he's having to use Tackle on Pidgeotto. Oh, I've had to do that before. That hurts. Only level 21. I wonder if he did all the training. I mean, I'm assuming he did all the training. If you guys are wondering, like, whose stream I'm talking about specifically, it's the guy I do a lot of these races with, Steve M Plays. He's live on his channel right now doing Bulbasaur in red and blue. So I just have it on another screen, and whenever I see something interesting, I'll just try and say what's going on. I'm not gonna, like, do it all the time, just whenever I happen to glance. Alright, Mega Kick definitely helped here. I mean, Superpower was just a waste on the moveset, so it's nice to just have it. Because Mega Kick is actually a pretty strong move. It's 120 power, but it's only 70 accuracy, so it's like a normal type Thunder. Hey, Dominic. How you doing? I'm doing great. This run isn't going... Well, I don't want to say it's not going as bad as I had thought, but it's not going as good as I had thought. Like, I kind of thought this thing would be better, but I'm having to rely on Mega Kicks more. Wow, Sundown, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Yeah, been a year. That's just insane. I don't remember. I don't remember the last time I did a Backport request for you, so if there's anything you can think of, just let me know. Because if you've been a member that long, like, I owe you one. Late stream? Yeah, I've had a later shift today. So I had to push the stream back by a few hours. Yeah, I have the later shift tomorrow as well, which is why there's going to be no stream on Saturday. Just because the runs we do these with, Ike, the time just wouldn't work out well for him because he lives in Spain. So, if I have to work a later stream like that, then, I just cancel it. We just push it back to the next week, and he's fine with it. Steve said the last evolution of Togetic. Oh, yeah, didn't you tell Steve Togekiss? I think that was your suggestion for him, though, but surely you want me to do something different, right? I mean, whenever one of his members gives him a suggestion, he usually makes me race him with it. And I mean, I'm fine with that, because I end up making the ROM anyway. Alright, I don't think I want Secret Power. Just because I have access to Slash. Hey, Antony Wells. Togekiss is God. I know it is. I've actually done Togekiss in Firered earlier in the year. It, at one point, had first place on the leaderboard, or at least close to first place, but I think it's still in the top 10, but it's been knocked down many times. But yeah, Sundown, if you ever figure out just think of like a Pokemon you like. Although it might be kind of hard, because a bunch of my audience doesn't know anything past Gen 3. No offense, but that's what a few people have told me. I know Boss KO is one of them. I was about to save here, but I don't think I need to save. Alright, I'm not... Actually... Oh, we do get dig as well, but the question is, do I want to teach it? Honestly, yes. Water Pulse is not going to be that useful. I'm going to teach it right now. This will help for Surge, too. Yeah, we are old. I only know Gen 2. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Hopefully with the Fairy type backported too. In Crystal version, we do backport the Fairy typing. In Firered, we do backport the Fairy typing, but in Gen 1, we... Oh, no. We always... I'm sorry. We always backport the Fairy typing. It's only Gen 2 we actually backport Fairy type moves. That's the difference. Yeah, in Gen 2, we backport Fairy moves. But in all the gens we backport, they keep their typings. Like, we didn't make Mimikyu like Psychic Ghost. It's still Fairy Ghost. It just wouldn't have any stab moves. But if it's in Crystal, we will give it a stab move. Alright, so I think for this fight, Mega Kick's just gonna have to be the answer. My most powerful move. Almost one-shots it. Honestly, I think the strat here is probably turn 1 Icy Wind and try to outspeed the thing. Alright, that was a decent Misty. She wasn't even that hard, actually. But I think in the future runs, or in run 2, I meant to say, it's still better. I am the only one seeing... Oh, hey, No Name. I'm so sorry. I forgot to see you there. I try to look at the vertical stream, too. But, sometimes I forget. But, hey, hi, I'm the only one seeing Yoi. Yeah, I think you're the only chatter over there right now. Everyone else that's been in here posted one message, and I'm assuming they either lurked or just left. But knowing the vertical stream algorithm, they probably just left. The run's going okay, but it's not doing as impressive as I had thought. Like, I expected this thing to be like a physical powerhouse, but I am surprised with how good its move coverage is. Like, for example, on the SS Sand here, I'm going to be getting a Brick Break. Alright, Brick Break. Now the question is, do I want to teach this? I mean, I can always get a new copy of Brick Break whenever I want, but what would I get rid of? I don't know. I mean, theoretically, I could just get rid of... I could get rid of Ice Beam, because it uses my worst stat, but I think for some coverage, I think Ice Beam's the better move. But, I don't know. I think I should just hold on to Brick Break for now, not teach it unless necessary. I left the vertical stream, clicked on your channel, and found this one. Oh, hey, Peter Nicholas. So I'm guessing you found me through the vertical? Nice. Welcome. I don't like the vertical. Yeah, I don't like watching vertical streams either, but it's a way of reaching new people. Like, if I see a vertical stream that I like, I'll try and see if they're doing horizontal too, but sadly, a lot of people I see who do vertical streams don't do horizontal streams as well. It's usually only one or the other. That is not where I want to go. It's mainly just a way of trying to reach new people. Because, like, for example, Peter, who just showed up, when he said he was in the vertical stream first. If I didn't stream vertical, he would never have seen me. So, see? That's one person. Alright, gonna teach cut. Alright, I'm gonna equip the Cherry Berry right away. Because, I'm not gonna outspeed the Voltorb or the Raichu. The Raichu's got, I think it's 53 speed. And I think the Voltorb's got 49. The Pikachu's like 30. You have got to be kidding. I need to start remembering, does not equip the Cherry Berry before that fight. Welp. I guess I'm just gonna have to live without it. I don't think it'll be a big deal, though. I think I'll still win. Props to using the format for impressions. I don't know how people tolerate watching videos with text on the screen, though. Kind of like my vertical overlay, like right now, like with the enemy moveset and stuff. Or are you talking about like the game showing the text? But I know some of the UI stuff, like the little chat windows, some like likes things on the side. I know they can cover things, which is annoying. I try my best to take those into account, but it's kind of hard. Can't wait for Gen 5 backports. I will not be doing Gen 5 backports. My backporting knowledge only goes up to Gen 3, but here's the thing, like, there's over 1,000 Pokemon in existence. It's not like I'm gonna run out of content. Alright, I think I'm gonna lose. Yep. Dude, that Raichu had 6 double teams up. Well, that's what I get for losing the Cherry Berry like an idiot. Man, such an idiot move. The funny thing is, it's not the first time I've done that move. I've done it before, and that's the same thing that happened. There we go. Dig's a one-shot. Dig is not the play, too many chances to fail. I mean, it's still a one-shot. I mean, I guess the alternative would be like maybe 2 slashes. Honestly, there's a lot of chances no matter what, just because that thing outspeeds me. But then again, like, the fight would be just fine if I had the Cherry Berry. Surprised to see an Ice type doing so well. I mean, it's doing okay. I mean, I haven't had any deaths yet, but Ice types don't usually struggle in the early game. They usually struggle around Blaine. But at least this thing gets Earthquake and Bulk Up for Blaine, but the difficulty is going to be setting up. Like UI sort of text. I mean, game overlays are great. Oh. See, I'm guessing what you're talking about is just the vertical, like, all the little things that pop up over vertical shorts, like the ones that YouTube puts there, like the little comment box, those can block some things. Yeah, I'm aware that that can happen. Okay, I need to equip the bicycle. Alright, mid-game time. How do I think this is gonna go? I think in terms of the gym leaders, I think fighting Erica first is gonna be the best bet. I always thought of Erica as having some very fast Pokemon, because Victory Bell's kind of fast, but surprisingly, her team is actually really slow. Her fastest Pokemon is actually slower than both Misty's and Surge's. Misty and Surge's fastest are at 53 speed, and I think the Victory Bell's at 49. So yeah, honestly, the only reason you would ever delay her is if you don't have a super effective move. Also, I did just get Aerial Ace. Part of me is thinking getting rid of Ice Beam for Aerial Ace, because Ice Beam was mainly my answer for, like, rock types. But I could teach it, but if I get rid of Ice Beam, is there something that I might struggle with? I'm not sure, actually. Okay, you know what? I better heal at this center here. Well, we get access to Aerial Ace, but in the cave, we also get access to Rock Slide. So I'm wondering, should I get Rock Slide while I'm here? I think I should, honestly. I think Mega Kick has served its purpose, because I do plan on getting rid of Slash for Return. Actually, I'll get Return, but I won't teach it right away. Something I've learned about these Firered runs, you almost never want to teach Return right away unless you're a normal type, where you get the same type attack bonus with it. Plus, this thing gets so many physical moves, it's kind of nuts. So I need to choose wisely. Like, I'll have Bulk Up. I want to have Substitute to go with it, because having Substitute can block a lot of bad things, like Smoke Screen, Sand Attack, Poison, Sleep. But I have to figure out what I want my other 2 moves to be. I know Scott would try to, like, not use Substitute to keep a 3rd move, but I disagree with that. That's just going to lead to resets. So I have to figure out what my 2 best physical moves are going to be, and part of me is thinking they're going to be Brick Break and Rock Slide. Brick Break and Rock Slide would actually hit everything for neutral coverage. And then eventually I can get Earthquake. But Earthquake's not really that good in Fire Red. Yeah, I think rock fighting for this game specifically is good. If this was Gen 1 Kanto, I'd say ground and rock. The reason in Gen 1 only it's ground and rock is because in Fire Red and Leaf Green, Agatha's ghosts have Levitate. And in Gen 1, Earthquake was like the best move for her whole team. And since that's not the case in this game, Earthquake is not even that useful. Unless you get the same type attack bonus. Kind of like a return situation. Yeah, I will get a Rock Slide. Alright, I'm going to teach it over Mega Kick. I don't want it anymore. The only thing it doesn't do is the Nidos. Okay. Alright, so the Nidos are one exception. Okay. But at least I was thinking of coverage in the league. For the most part. I mean, Nidorino are fine. Just Nido King and Queen aren't. I take Rock over Ice anyway. Same coverage, honestly. Yeah, you're probably right. I got Rock Slide. I don't... Should I teach Brick Break right away or hold on to Slash for a bit longer? I need to hold on to Dig for a while because if I choose to unlearn Dig, I'm going to have to buy some escape ropes. But honestly, I kind of regret teaching Dig to this thing. Because, yeah, like Axe, you said, Dig is just too inconsistent on Surge. You know what? I'm just going to get, like, 3. I think 3 is all I need. May as well buy my Super Repels while I'm here. So I don't have to go in the department store. I'll just get Return as a backup, just in case. Alright, I'm still at full health. Really? You know what's funny? Him doing that got rid of my Intimidate. So my attack is back to normal, which is kind of funny. And Rattata stole some of my XP. Just awesome. Wait for, BB. What do you mean by, BB? What is that short for? Alright, I'm gonna go get the tea and then go in the hideout. Oh my god, these Pokemon love to get in the way. Alright, I'm gonna get these PP ups down here. I'll definitely use them on Rock Slide. I'm gonna get that nugget because I do want to do a vitamin buy probably later. But just in case, I'm just gonna get a couple of things. A lot of things that can sell for decent money. Well, the black glasses don't sell for good money, but it's a force of habit that I get them sometimes. It's one of the few, like, type boosting items in this game you can easily get. The other ones are the Charcoal, Miracle Seed, and Mystic Water. You can buy those at the game corner. But almost every other one you have to find on a wild Pokemon. Oh, it's Brick Break. Okay. But yeah, I'll hold off on teaching it until I need to. Also, it's a good thing I have Ice Beam here, because one of these guys has an Ekans and an Arbok. My attack is going to get screwed. Plus, Ice Beam's going to do just fine for the Rhyhorn and the Onix coming up. But also, Brick Break would really help with Kangaskhan, but the Kangaskhan usually isn't that hard. He's only hard if your attacking stats are really bad. Because, well, mainly your defense. If your defense is bad, He hurts really bad. No, don't use that calcium. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy, get Fly, and then go to, Lavender Town. Alright, what's the plan here? Let me test Ice Beam. Not that good. How about Slash? Oh yeah, Slash is doing more. Nope, didn't even have to worry. Alright, I'm just gonna use Dig just until I don't have it anymore. That's why I bought some escape ropes. Not many, I just bought 3. But in the next run, I will only teach Dig to Rattata. Alright, rival time. The rival is not going to be that hard. Oh, Steve and I are entering... We're entering Pokemon Tower at the exact same time. But then again, that's not really a statement, because he plays the game on 4 times game speed, while I play on 3 times game speed. Just because 4 times speed on Gen 3 is just way too fast for me. So I'd prefer 3 times speed. There's some games that I would prefer to do 4 times speed, like Gen 1 and Gen 2, but I used to do Gen 1 and Gen 2 on 4 times and everything else on 3, but I didn't like being inconsistent. I wanted the same time for everything, the same speed up for everything, otherwise it wouldn't be that comparable, so I made them all 3. So I do play Gen 1 slower than most people, but I'm fine with that. Like, usually the Backport races in Blue and Crystal are the exception. Just because I do those with other people and they play on 4 times speed, I don't want to force them to be slow. But for the... I am an idiot. Yeah, but for the Fire-Red Backports, I play on my normal 3 times. Yeah, I was such an idiot. I used Dig on a Haunter. The old Gen 1 days are calling to me. Also, I wonder if I should be using Ice Beam here, or if I should be using Rock Slide. Yeah, Ice Beam would have been just fine, because Rock Slide has the chance to miss. Oh, here's another advantage of keeping Ice Beam. This thing. Nice, I one-shot it with a crit. That was lucky. Alright, but I will be getting access to Substitute and Bulk Up really, really soon. I might actually go into Sylph, get Bulk Up, and leave. Maybe. Well, actually, no I won't. Here's what I'll be doing. I'm going to go down to the Safari Zone, because I always do the Safari Zone before I fight gym leaders. I will, get the tutor for Substitute while I'm there, but I need to decide what to get rid of, and I'm thinking the best move to get rid of is Dig. And then when I get Bulk Up, I will probably delete Ice Beam. And then for Slash, I will delete it for Brick Break. And then I'm going to use all my PP ups on Rock Slide, because using all my PP ups on Rock Slide will give it 16 power points, while Brick Break normally has 15, so they'll be effectively the same. I don't want to have Slash and Rock Slide, because I'll have nothing for the Rock types, and there's quite a lot of them. Alright, I don't want to fight any of these trainers. Whoa, that was close. Nice. I've gotten so good at timing that. Alright, I'm deleting Dig. You know, when I was younger, I always thought Substitute was trash, but it's actually a really good move when used properly. It's kind of like stat boosting moves, because, trust me, at one point, we were all the kid that never used moves that did no damage. We only used damaging moves. Like, that was something we all did. Like, agility. If agility did no damage, it's useless. Swords Dance did no damage, it's useless. Like, we all did that. Or we'd have the kind of Charizards with, like, Ember, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, and Fire Spin. Like, that's what we all did. Alright. Dude, I hate flying in this game. The bike here is really annoying, because, like, the tree is, like, the tiny cuttable tree is, like, in between two larger trees, and you have to, like, fit in there just a bit in order to get to the tree. And you just keep bumping into walls. Like, it's not like the cut tree is flush along with the rest of the trees. It's, like, indented a little bit, if that makes any sense. Yeah, but when I was younger, I would never even use Recover, because it did no damage. Also, after Erica, I want to go straight to Sylph, because I want to get Bulk Up, but I really don't want to leave and backtrack. So I'm pretty sure I can fight the rival. But here's the issue. The Pidgeot has 79 speed. Or no, it's 76. It has 76 speed. So I would have to do some training. Either that, or I do Koga first. But if I do Koga first, I'll have to go into Sylph, get Bulk Up, and then get out. I really don't think that's fast. I know in, like, in Gen 1, going in there to get Swords Dance and leave can be the faster solution. But for this instance specifically, I don't think it's a good idea. And besides, there's Carbos in there, too. I'm sure using the Carbos and getting, like, a level or two will make the huge difference. Alright, I'm gonna teach Brick Break right now. Alright, so I need to use my PP ups, all of them on Rock Slide. There's also some proteins I want to get, but first I need to get Bulk Up. I actually learned you can actually take this teleporter, and it takes you straight to a little gate here, and this will get you access to it. Plus, this trainer here is pretty decent. Hello, Weasley Kreger. Yep, PP up. Alright. Bulk Up. Now our moveset's coming together. Alright. Since I don't plan to do much extra training, I want to go around Sylph and get all the vitamins. And fight most of the good trainers. Because I still need a tiny bit of experience. And besides, I'm pretty confident I'm going to need the training for Blaine, because Blaine is the #1 trainer I'm worried about. Like, I think on Blaine, it's not even worth setting up a substitute, because his Fire Blast will always break it. I think the correct strat on Blaine is just going to be use 2 Bulk Ups and hope for the best, but I want to try and at least outspeed everything, but the problem is, the Rapidash has 93 speed. So I don't even think I can outspeed that. Alright, I know there's a calcium over here, but I don't want it. I'm just here to fight this guy. This guy is really good. He's got fully evolved Pokemon. He's got an Electrode and a Weezing. Cool. Very cool. Okay. When I use my Carbos, I will 100% outspeed the Pidgeot. Oh, hey, John. Did you, I'm assuming you finished your Umbreon run? How was it? I'm guessing it sucked. It looked like Lucamine was a big problem. Alright, I'm gonna get this max potion. Go heal up. Now I just got a 10th floor rare candy. I feel like I want to get most of the candies. In fact, I don't see myself struggling with really anybody in the league. I may actually use candies before Blaine, possibly. Also, I said most of the scientists are good. Not the one on the 10th floor that I just passed by. That guy absolutely blows. Alright, now I just have to go to the 3rd floor. And this is the second to last guy I fight. And then there's also a scientist. And then I can fight the rival. You're playing through Sun, quite a good game. I played Moon and then Ultra Moon. It was hard for me to get into Pokemon Moon at first. Because, I don't know, like... It just felt too different. Because, you know, no gym leaders. So I didn't really finish it. But then Ultra Moon came out, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'll give the Alola games a try. So I did give them a try. I'm like, oh, this game's actually really good. Maybe I'll go give Pokemon Moon a try. So I technically did Ultra Moon, then Moon. But I did start with Moon, if that makes sense. Okay, now I need to use all the vitamins I got. Alright, 2 Carbos, 2 HP ups, 2 irons, 2 zinc, and 2 protein. And I'm gonna equip the Quick Claw for safety. Then use the max potion. Did you backport Ultra Necrozma? We actually did in Red and Blue. I think it was like several months ago. We actually did backport it though, specifically the Ultra form. Gen 7 PTSD. Ultra Necrozma is actually first place on our leaderboard still. I think it's like a 28-minute run, which is absolutely insane for Red and Blue. That thing didn't struggle at all. Like, nowhere. Really? Dang, I used 2 bulk ups and it still wasn't enough to one-shot execute. I guess in the next run I need to use 3 of them. Also, I should have had a substitute up here, because now I just got intimidated. Didn't even matter, though. It is a bit annoying having Brick Break and Rock Slide as coverage, because Rock Slide has the chance to miss, but in terms of type effectiveness, it's pretty much my best bet. Did you give it Photon Geyser? We didn't backport any moves because it was Red and Blue, but even without that, it still did extremely good. I think whatever level it gained a Photon Geyser, I think we just gave it Psychic. John, don't be messaging and driving. Is it a backport to backport Virus Groudon? You mean like backport versus Groudon? Or is there like an alternate form to Groudon that I don't know about? But we've done Groudon backported in Red and Blue once. It was actually our first one, I think. Such a long time ago. Alright, so the fighting and rock type offensive coverage, the only Pokemon it's not good on are Nidoking and Nidoqueen. So I will need to make sure I set up a few. Okay, that should be good enough. Alright, I'm going to use Rock Slide on this thing because I don't want Poison Point to activate. Alright, then I'll Brick Break the Rhyhorn. Rock Slide the Nidoqueen. Of course it lived. Alright, and then I should Brick Break the Kangaskhan. Virus Groudon and older... Oh, is it that Jirachi movie? Okay, I've seen that. I probably wouldn't backport it because I have no idea what that thing's stats would look like. I would prefer to backport real Pokemon because Virus Groudon isn't not a real Pokemon. It's not real. Like, in the movie, it's not even real. Yeah, OT was painful. In the 2 tests, first one I spent 40 minutes to get leftovers. Did you actually need to grind 40 minutes for leftovers? I remember I mentioned this to you. If your solution is grinding for a super long time for leftovers, you probably need a different solution. Because you could probably get 300 resets in like 40 minutes. So, you may need to think of a different solution there. Also, check this out. I am 2 speed faster than Kadabra. I'm not going to use Substitute just yet until I'm ready to sweep. Alright. Alright, I should outspeed everything except the Alakazam. The Alakazam's got 108 speed. But with the Substitute up, I should be fine. Plus, she has a 50% chance of being an idiot and just using Future Sight instead of Psychic. Because she sees them both as legitimate attacking moves, but has no idea that Future Sight's a 2-turn attack. Alright, Koga. Every other battle went the same instead of the first Hollow battle. It went much better, until Lusamine was on record time. Ah. Shadow Lugia and Shadow Pokemon need more love. Gym Leader Matt actually did a backport recently with Shadow Lugia. If you go to the Gym Leader Matt's YouTube channel, he actually did do it. And he did give it some Shadow moves, too. So, he definitely did it justice if you want to go see that. Alright, normally I would fight these guys for training, but since I'm doing Koga as the 6th Gym Leader, there's no reason for me to do them, so I'm just going to skip that guy entirely. Okay, so here's the plan. Set up a Substitute, 2 Bulk Ups, and probably 3, and then sweep with Rock Slide. Yeah, because like what I've seen Scott do before is he would try to avoid Substitute just so he can keep Return, but this is why you don't want to do it. Look what Substitute's doing. See, it makes the fight super easy, otherwise I would have been poisoned by now. Also, Koga's Pokemon are super slow. I mean, that Weezing's 56 speed. I mean, Erica's Pokemon are slower than Surge and Misty's. Koga's Weezing is only 5 speed. It's only 3 speed faster than Surge's Raichu or Misty's Starmie. Honestly, the fastest gym leader in the game is actually Sabrina. He's actually, yeah, it's Sabrina. The reason it's Sabrina is because her Alakazam's got 108, but Blaine's fastest is 93. Giovanni's fastest is like... Okay, I am wrong. The Doug Trio's got like 120 speed, but it's just the Doug Trio. But besides, he's only hard if you're actually weak to ground, which, even if you are... Well, I was about to say, even if you are, the Rhyhorn likes to spam Scary Face on the Substitute, but... Not always. If you're weak to ground, he can detect a kill with Earthquake and will break your Substitute. So, if you're weak to it, you gotta be careful. Alright. Shadow Lugia was supposed to be an Ultra Moon and a Wormhole, but they scrapped it. I'm surprised they even did. I don't think the Coliseum or XD were even made by Game Freak. I didn't think they'd have the rights to do it. Oh yeah, there is an AZ Floette. It actually remained in the code of the game until Gen 7. They never released it, but I'm hoping they do. Maybe for Legends ZA, there might be some sort of event for it, but I don't know if the game's supposed to take place in the future or not, so... I mean, hopefully they find a way to put AZ's Floette in there. They even had a specialty move. I think it was called the Light of Ruin or something. It had a specialty fairy move. I think it was like a fairy type overheat or something. I don't know how it worked. But it would have been the strongest fairy move in the game, but they never released it. Escape rope. Alright, I don't want to do any training here. Mecha Armored Mewtwo. Like I said, it has to be a real Pokemon. Not some, like, alternate form. Not like some Pokemon with armor on. It's gotta be like an actual Pokemon. Light of Ruin. It's a fairy head smash. Oh, okay. Yeah, BDSP had the Azure Flute, a permanent event. Yeah, people don't talk about that enough. Like, that was a super big deal when it was announced. But people still complain just because it's BDSP. They'll always complain about it. Okay, so... I just realized. Look at my speed. 92. I am 1 speed slower than the Rapidash. But I just got a Quick Claw. Alright, so I only used 1 bulk up, and now I'm at -1. Flinch. Really? Okay. So, I think maybe for Blaine, I probably could have used, like... I don't know, like 2 rare candies? Yeah, I had to do the same thing too as a kid. I also had to hack the Azure Flute. I also hacked the Oak's Letter. You know what's dumb? BDSP made the Azure Flute event permanent, but the like Darkrai and Shaman one were still limited time. Kind of like the original events from like 2006, 2007. I mean, I get trying to be authentic, but you didn't have to be that authentic. But that's fine though. I actually managed to get it. The event went on for quite a long time, plus at least unlike back then, they weren't in-person events, they were online. Which is good. But yeah, I didn't get the Manaphy one though, because that event ended just before I got the game, so I never got it, but just due to the Void glitch, I never successfully pulled it off. It's kind of difficult to pull it off. It's a lot easier in Diamond and Pearl, because the games ran really bad. But in Platinum and Heart Gold, you can still do it, but it's a bit hard. Because the games run a bit better. Could you do solo run with Bonsly? I haven't done it, but I could. Fun fact, I was gonna... Right before, somewhere around March of this year, where I gave up making long-form content for the longest time, just because I was sick of it. I actually had plans to release a Mime Jr. in a Platinum video, but it never ended up being released. I still have the notes for it, actually. So if I ever do want to do the run, I can do it. Also, did anyone see that Machop just completely kill me? Oh, hey, Dust Yankee. Yeah, you can get it from a Ranger game. I think it's only 1 per cartridge. Like, even if you delete your save file, still 1 per cartridge, but isn't it a Wi-Fi event? Or is it like you can actually get it in your game? I'm pretty sure it was a Wi-Fi event though. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Substitute. 1. 2. I want to make sure to get plenty of bulk ups because I'm going to have to use Rock Slide on the Nidos. Yeah, I know it's post-game, but I still don't know if it was a Wi-Fi event or not. Or I guess if it was literally in the game itself, but I've heard people say the event was only 1 per cartridge. Like, even if you deleted your save file, you can't do the event again, just because it literally is per cartridge. How do I keep missing Rock Slide? You guys saw that, right? What is going on? Did Dugtrio hit me with Sand Attack or something? That couldn't have been possible. No. Nido Queen broke the substitute. I was literally that unlucky. Wow. Giovanni really tried, and I still beat him. Dude, I missed so many rock slides. That is just nuts. You make it through the long day of work all right? My day was crazy long. It wasn't that bad, honestly. It was kind of dead. I don't even know why my boss made me work an extra long shift that day. Alright, so no, I literally did miss like 3 or 4 rock slides in that whole fight. Oh, I speed tie the Pidgeot. It's a good thing I'm running Jolly Nature. Right, now I'm gonna use a substitute. I'm at +2 right now. 3. 4. Okay, that should be enough. I want to keep my... I was gonna say I wanted to keep my substitute up, but... Okay. Can I set up a sub here? Oh, yeah. Dude. Well, get a lucky quick claw clutch. That's how you solve things. Sheer cold. No. Oh, I would set up substitute here, because... But, I wouldn't have enough time. Use future sight. Or just get another quick claw. Okay, this is dumb. Dude! Oh, wait, no, never mind. I outspeed that thing anyway. I always forget Gyarados isn't that fast. That was stupidly lucky. I've been stupidly lucky this whole run. But I will say, I'm still trying to figure out where I need to use the candies. Be happy you get the boost to the paycheck. Oh, I am. In fact, on Friday, I'm going to get my next paycheck, and it's going to have an extra like 6 or 8 hours than normal. So I'm expecting hopefully a 4-digit paycheck, because my normal paychecks every 2 weeks are around like 880 for 2 weeks, and I don't even work full time. I only work part time, usually 30 to 32 hours. Probably candy in front of Bruno. Lorelei should be easy. Well, since this is the first run, I'm not going to use the rare candies until I deem it necessary. Actually, Axu, you probably know this off the top of your head. Are there any major threats in the league that outspeed me right now? Like, I think on Lorelei it might just be the Jinx. Bruno, it's probably nothing. I know Bruno's fastest is like 113 with the Hitmonlee. Agatha's are really fast. There's not much I can do about that. Not gonna outspeed the Aerodactyl. Gyarados is only like low 100s, but the Dragonite itself is only 107, so I am gonna need to use my rare candies before the league, for sure. Steve and I have been roughly on pace, but then again, he's running a Bulbasaur. You gotten enough raises where you can make a livable income? Congrats. Alright, let's see. I have 11 candies. I'm not going to use any right now. Yeah, this will be my final moveset. You know what's funny, Shadow? I used to be one of the youngest people at my job, but not anymore. I mean, I'm still one of the youngest, but there's now a bunch of people younger than me there now. Oh, that's cute. She tried to use Hail. Also, I'm at +3 with Bulk Up. I'm hoping this will be enough. Of course it's... Dude, I am getting stupidly lucky right now. Crit. Dude, I need to know if I'm being too safe or not, or unsafe. Okay, I'm using my candies before Lorelei. Alright, 61. Yeah, I was thinking, I can see if I need to use my candies at Blaine, but I don't need to. Well, technically, on Blaine, the Rapidash was faster by 1, so maybe I should have fought some of his trainers. But I guess in the next run, I'll just fight like an extra trainer or two. Because I was very close to outspeeding his whole team. Plus, I speed tied the rival's Pidgeot. So literally, if I had just gotten an extra level's worth of training, I would have been good. Okay, I should be using Brick Break when possible. Like, if both moves are neutral, use Brick Break. Brick Break has more power than Rock Slide. Actually, no, I think they're the same. The point is, like, Brick Break is the safer strat. Alright, Substitute. Alright, Rock Tomb did not break the sub. That's good. Alright, +2. I think that should be enough for me to sweep. I outspeed his whole team. And I'm just going to spam Brick Break. I'm not going to spam Rock Slide, because fighting resists Rock. Okay, if it one-shot the Hitmonchan, it will one-shot Hitmonlee. But it probably won't one-shot the Machamp. Yep. I guess I should have made try to substitute up just to prevent that scary face, but whatever, I still won. Bruno's pathetic. Alright. Elixir. Also, another good reason I used the 3 PP ups on Rock Slide. It's my only move to hit Agatha, so I need to make sure they count. Plus, this first Gengar has Double Team. Hey, got the Quick Claw proc. Nice. You know, if I didn't, I would have been Toxic turn 1 and I'd have to reset. Alright, I think 3 Rock Slides will do, because Agatha's Pokemon have very bad physical defense. So I think only 3 are needed. Pokemon Firered be having illegal Pokemon. Hey, don't yell at me. Look at Lance. Alright, use another Elixir. Full Restore. Alright, I need to make sure I have a substitute up when I defeat this Gyarados. Because the Aerodactyl's probably going to hit me with Ancient Power, which is going to hurt. So, let's see, I'm at +3. Well, I'm at +2, technically, because of Intimidate. My stat modifiers do not work with these Backports for some reason. Still haven't bothered to figure that out. Alright, I'm going to use Brick Break on the Dragonairs. Whoa, I almost went in there. That was close. Man, Steve and I are gonna finish the game at roughly the same time. We might finish our streams at roughly the same time. We'll see. Alright. Did I reset that? Look at that. 128. I want to outspeed that Pidgeot. Because otherwise I'm going to hit with Sand Attack, so that's just going to add a bit of luck to this fight. But honestly, with Bulk Up, I don't think it even matters, honestly. At least it was only one Sand Attack. Psychic. $130. Okay, so level 65, I'd be a speed tie with it. Dude. You know what I hate about this? It was only one sand attack. Literally just one. Dude. That is so annoying. Well, here's the thing. I got all 11 rare candies, but then again, you know how I said I want to do a tiny bit of extra training for Blaine and Rival 6 to make sure I outspeed them? The extra level? You've got to be kidding. The extra level that I'll get from that training after I use the 11 candies, I might be able to outspeed the Pidgeot here. Oh my god, you stupid bird. Okay. This is so bad. So stupid. Oh my god. There's not really much I can do about that sand attack. Just quit using Aerial Ace. I don't know why. Whenever the opponent decides to just start spamming Aerial Ace, he just won't freaking stop. Alright, this is +6. Axew, you're right about that. I'm completely stupid. I do have Aerial Ace. Yeah, you're completely right. I am, just dumb. Well, I don't want, yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of Rock Slide here. Dude. But here's the thing, actually. If I just outspeed this thing, stuff like this won't be happening. 3. 4. 5. That should be enough. Alright, I'll need to Brick Break the Rhydon, Aerial Ace the rest. I mean, I'm never going to outspeed that Charizard. Dude. You guys know the... Are you guys aware of the absolute difference it makes between 128 and 131 speed? See how the Pidgeot's able to attack me twice? That's why. Literally because of... It breaks my substitute right away just because it outspeeds me. Honestly, I think even in the next playthrough, I'm gonna have to get a Quick Claw on either Charizard or the Alakazam, just because they'll break my substitute. But then again, if the Pidgeot doesn't damage me as much, I can probably just live one of their attacks. Or the Alakazam could just use Future Sight. But then again, if I don't one-shot the Gyarados, I'm kind of toast. So this is going to put me a +4 attack, but hopefully it'll be enough. It's always never enough. It literally always is never enough. Ugh, my god. Three. Yeah, so I need +5. Theoretically, I should do +6, because in case the sub breaks, Gyarados will put me at +5, and +4 will not one-shot. Alright. I'm not even going to bother setting a sub back on the Alakazam, I just have to hope I live. Okay, I do. So the Intimidate will get me to +5 instead of +6, but +5 should be a guaranteed one-shot. You what? Dude, I was +4 last time. And +5 was like the same exact thing. What the heck? We don't need to be reminded of those echoes. Alright, oh, dude, I'm mad. I got the Quick Claw proc, so I was able to set the sub back up, but he just crit the thing anyway. Alright, I'm at +6. Fortunately, I've never once missed a Brick Break. Alright, I got the Quick Claw on Charizard. And the Alakazam. Okay, I win. So yeah, in run 2, I need to do a little bit of extra training. I need to outspeed that Pidgeot. Because that way, I can get my setup in, and I'll have a lot more HP remaining. So with the extra HP, the fight will be a lot easier. No, I think with most Pokemon, I always see it use Sand Attack more. I almost never see Pidgeot use Feather Dance turn 1. It's always Sand Attack. I swear. I don't think it's 50-50 either. I think accuracy, he's just more... The AI is more likely to do accuracy moves than, like, attack-lowering moves. Well, I surprisingly got the under, but I should have blown that over-under out of the water. I'm going to put the over-under at 109. The only reason I'm having it set to 109 is because I know I need to do extra training in the late game. So I am going to be taking that into account. Good thing I set a save state. Well, may as well get started. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, run number 2. Okay. And Steve's really going over his game plan with his YouTube chat right now. He hasn't even started his Bulbasaur run yet. And I see him doing, like, hand gestures, so he's probably planning something out. Alright, so are there any changes early game I want to make? Brock went just fine. The rival went fine. I had to do extra trainers to make sure I got 27 speed, but it wasn't that bad. And then for Misty, Mega Kick one-shots the Staryu. And then on the Starmie, I need to Icy Wind into a Mega Kick, because Mega Kick does not one-shot. And also, do not teach Dig to this thing. It does not need Dig. And then for Surge, I'm just going to have to actually have the Cherry Berry and just spam Slash and just hope for the best. Alright, can I get a Rattata? Nice. In second runs, if I don't get Rattata here, then I have to catch the Paris and Mount Moon. Or if I don't get the Pidgey, I have to catch the Spearow or Pidgey on Route 3. Just because I've been trying to avoid just walking around there waiting for the HM luck to go my way. That's just what I have to do. Also, after this, we only have 2 more Firered Backports for the entire year. And next year, we'll be completely switching over our Backports to Emerald. Yeah, we won't be doing any Firered Backports for probably a year. It's going to be all Emerald. Just because I have a lot to learn about that game still. I'm really not good at solo running Emerald. It's like one of my least skilled games. Like, I'm way more skilled at Ruby and Sapphire just because there's not as many trainers and the gym leaders aren't as hard. That's why I feel like I'm a lot better at Ruby and Sapphire, but Emerald version's just another level for me. But I feel like the backports will help a lot. Alright, I'm not going to heal here. If I die here, then I'll just reset. Hey, Axu, I don't know if you're still here, but did they change the chance of Icy Wind lowering the opponent's speed in this game? Because I could have swore none of those Icy Winds lowered its speed. Probably start with the starters. What regional starters were you thinking of? I think starting with the starters will be a really excellent way to learn. Did you win already? I did win the first playthrough, yes. It was a 111.56, although I did get kind of walled at the champion because the Pidgeot outsped me by only 2 stat points, and because of that, I was always getting sand attacked and getting damaged way too often. So in this run, in the late game, I'm going to do a tiny bit amount of extra training. Just an extra level or 2. It's going to make a huge difference. Shield Dust prevents Icy Wind speed drops. Oh, I completely forgot what that ability did. What does that ability do? It prevents stat drops from... Doesn't it prevent additional effects of attacks? Like, it would prevent... wouldn't it prevent, like, confusion from ever confusing you? Or, like, would it prevent Thundershock from paralyzing you? It just prevents secondary effects? Is that what it does? Or is it specifically, like, stat drops? Secondary effects. Yeah, that was honestly never a useful effect. It only... Well, it's not like... It's not like that cost me the fight or anything, but I was wondering why Icy Wind was never lowering its speed. But makes a lot of sense now. Oh my gosh, I hate Icy Wind. Can you do base forms first? Absolutely not. If you're trying to learn how to be good at a game, you don't start off by doing the worst of the worst. You're supposed to start off by doing the best of the best. So that way you pretty much know like the minimum battles strat, and you know where some good optionals are if you need them. You never start out by using bad mons. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Am I gonna get a reset? I'm dead. Okay. That sucked. I should really just not fight that bug catcher. I mean, besides for these backports, we usually try to backport good things. Well, legendaries first fall the stars. I don't know exactly what we'll do. We usually do like themes. Like for example, the theme for this month for the Firered Backports is ice is Christmas themed Pokemon, and for November theme was Hisuian forms, and before that it was like Alolan forms. I think we no, you don't need to shed it. Medium slow growth is the best growth rate to gauge how your level is at every point. Yeah, that's another reason. So you can determine, like, for example, at the 5th gym with medium slow, if you're at level 30, you can safely assume that for slow, you'll probably be like level 26, 25. Oh, did I defeat the Rattata instead of catching it? Oops. Alright, I'm gonna need someone to remind me in Mount Moon to catch a Paris. Because I'm probably gonna forget. But I'll try to remember. Yeah, but there's like a lot of different themes to choose from. I know for Fire Red this year, we had a bunch of different themes. Like we had Megas, we had, uh, for October, we only did, Poison, Dark, Bug, and Ghost types. And I remember for 2 months we did Mega Forms. I honestly kind of regret doing Mega Forms because I don't really consider those like actual Pokemon. Not because I'm like some Gen 1 boomer or anything, but they're like alterated forms of actual Pokemon. Like they don't exist in nature. So it didn't feel right to have them on the leaderboard. Like Mega Lucario does not deserve to be first place. So I'm not like I'm going to take him down, but in Emerald, I'll probably not want to do Megas. These plays help with competitive learning the ins and outs of each Pokemon. Yep. I probably should have used the antidote instead of the potion. Whatever. Ooh, Metapod. That's some juicy XP right there. Alright, level 9. Alright. I gotta remember, do not use Icy Wind on the Onix. Because if that Onix if I ever outspeed the Onix, he will go for Rock Tomb. Really fun to exploit his AI like that. Alright, 4 seconds slower. That's fine. Alright, when I get into Route 3, I'm not going to fight that bug catcher. I'm just going to do the last above him. Alright, I'm going to get some extra pokeballs just in case. Get Paris. Actually, it's a bit too early to remind me of that. I forget things after like 20 seconds. I mean, I can't encounter them until the middle floor anyway, so maybe like when I'm right in front of the door. But thanks for the reminder. What happened to Steve's stream yesterday? Did it get canceled? It didn't get canceled. His internet just randomly cut out for like 10 minutes. And by the time it came back on, he didn't want to start the stream back up because like 20 minutes of the run would have been lost. So he decided to just not re-go live, if that makes sense. But if you go to his channel, his first playthrough run is still up. It's just his second playthrough got cropped off. Alright, yeah, it's this person I want to fight. Normally, I always prefer fighting the bug catcher because he has more XP, but the bug catcher is just straight up harder for me, so yeah, I have to fight this person, which is a disadvantage because in order to get her to go back, I have to do that. Alright, get the Paris. Alright, what's my speed at? 24. Alright, so I don't need to use another repel after this. I need to get the Paris. It's a good thing it's a good thing the middle hallway floors have a guaranteed spawn for Paris for some reason. So it's going to be really easy to get them. Also at level 15, I'll be getting Water Pulse. I will teach that over Icy Wind just because having some coverage is good, but honestly, it's not like I even used Water Pulse. Water Pulse just wasn't useful. I'll probably not teach it. Okay, it resists fighting, but let me try it. Darn, I knew it's powerful, but Paris likes to survive hits, so that's why I decided to try. What about a regular scratch? Okay, then. I'll just have to chuck balls at it. I've only got 7 of these, so make it count. Second try, okay. Yeah, that's the reason I don't like getting that Paris. What am I doing differently? I do need an extra level or 2 in the champion fight, but there's a few more things before that. On Blaine, for example, his Rapidash outsped me by 1 point. So he could have done some serious damage with Fire Blast, but I got a Quick Claw proc on him, which was lucky. So I need an extra level for him. And then on Rival 6, I speed tied the Pidgeot, which made the fight a bit harder. So I'll need that same level for him too. Plus, besides that, it's mainly just going to be moveset differences. Like, I'm not going to teach Dig to Beartic at all, because Dig is absolutely not needed for this thing. And, I think I'll probably teach Brick Break as soon as I get it. Yeah, I will. I'll teach Brick Break over... probably, like, over my Ice move. Like, I kept... I don't know. Oh, tutors. My move ordering is mostly going to be the same. Alright, I still want Mega Kick. Alright, I still outspeed the Pidgeotto, which is good. Also, Icy Wind did not one-shot it, so I'm actually going to test if Mega Kick will. It'd be really awesome if it did. Let's see. Darn. Yeah, nothing likes to one-shot that thing. Ah, darn it. Okay. Stick to, I guess just stick to Icy Wind. Dude, I hate Icy Wind. I freaking hate this move. This is ridiculous. Like, this is the amount of resets I had going into the champion. And I literally just got them both on the rival fight. I mean, I did say in the last run I got stupidly lucky. Plenty of okay. All my good luck has dissipated, and now I am back to receiving bad luck. Wow. It's annoying that I have to rely on Mega Kick for that fight. Alright, so when I get the opportunity to use Slash, I will replace Mega Punch with it, and then Mega Kick is not needed after, honestly, after the Misty. So I'll delete Brick Break for Mega Kick. I'll replace Icy Wind with Ice Beam, and Powder Snow is just never going to be used. It'll just be replaced with Rock Slide. Yeah, Gary wasn't having it this time, that's for sure. Yeah, he was just actively trying to destroy me. Also, remember the one reset I had in Giovanni's gym on that black belt trainer? I wasn't looking, but I'm pretty sure his Machop used low kick. Or it crit me with something, because it just killed me. Real bad. Oh god, that hurt. Yeah, exactly like that. Oh, I just noticed something right as the Mankey image faded out on my overlay. That Mankey had 33 speed. I speed tied that thing. That's why it went first. It was a crit revenge. Dang, that hurt. Dude. Poison Sting poisons so much. Not even funny. I used up all my antidotes already. I gotta go heal again. Yeah, I am 100% gonna lose time on this Misty split. Flash, finally. Why did I use that? Oh, I forgot the person berry. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna be off trying Celebi and Gen 2, maybe Lugia as well. I'll have fun, Axu. Alright, I'm gonna be doing Misty before I do the Rocket Grunt. Not even gonna bother with these trainers. Alright, so here's the plan. Mega Kick the Staryu, and then Icy Wind into Mega Kick on the Star Me. Nice crit. Dude, I don't even think that crit was necessary. Alright, see, I did lose 23 seconds on this split, but it was kind of expected. It was a really rough split. Okay, thankfully it didn't use low kick. That would have hurt really, really bad. Alright, I am not going to be teaching Dig to Beartic this time. Unpopular opinion, Celebi should have been Grass Fairy. You know there's one problem. Fairy didn't exist back then. But I guess they could have replaced the typing. I don't know. I think Psychic makes more sense because fairies don't really have the ability to go through time. Then I don't know. I wouldn't have complained about it. Well, at least I have an Oran Berry for the rival. I'm always getting poisoned, dude. Alright. I just need the Cherry Berry. Alright, I do need to teach Brick Break right away. I'm going to teach it over Powder Snow. And then when the opportunities come, I'll teach Ice Beam over Icy Wind and Rock Slide over Mega Kick. Ooh, Crit Slash, that's good. Yeah, I know a lot of people who call Celebi the Onion Fairy, and it's really funny. I'm impressed that lived. Alright, so the plan for Surge? Just slash and hope, I guess. Although I could try to Mega Kick the Raichu. Nice, 25. Nice damage rounding threshold. Yeah, I think the Voltorb I'll use Slash, and then the Pikachu I'll use Ice Beam, just because I don't want to activate Static. Nice, one shot. Hey, at least the berry is gone, so I don't have to unequip it. Alright, I do need to heal. Alright. Actually, here's the thing. If I'm going to be outspeeding the Pidgeot in the champion fight, because I'm going to make sure I do, there's no reason for me to grab Aerial Ace, so I'll just skip it. Darn it. I was really hoping you would have looked away, but oh well. I could use the training. Alright, I'll have to Mega Kick the Slowpoke. I mean, I could just use Slash, but I'm pretty... Oh, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Mega Kick will one-shot, but clearly it does not. Well, I guess Mega Kick 2 shots, while Slash 3 shots? Although I got hit with a ton of growls. Darn it. Really hate it whenever the repel runs out. Man, I really like it when this track comes on. You know, at some point for Casual Tuesdays, I really need to play the Mystery Dungeon games that I've never had the chance to play, which are Gates to Infinity and Super Mystery Dungeon. I've never played either of those two. Darn it, this guy saw me. Alright. Okay, I was concerned here because I was running out of slashes, but fortunately, it's fine. Alright, do I have an ether? Yeah. Hey, Shadow. Oh my god. Get out of here. Dude, I really hate these tiny rocks. That guy nearly saw me. Alright, remember to get... Oh, I forgot to get Rock Slide. I don't need Rock Slide when I'm in the Rocket Hideout. When I go back to Lavender Town, I'm going to have to go back in the tunnel to get it, so that's going to be a bit of a time waste, but at least I'll have the TM. At least I'll have Dig, so it's not that big a deal. But that is still annoying. Oh, Steve's at the Rocket Grunt in Mount Moon, his Bulbasaur, and I see how visibly frustrating he's getting. Okay, he won second try. Poison. A good thing I got this. Not like I ever plan on using that Pecha Berry. Alright, I do not need a calcium. Just skip that. But still, when I get to Sylph, I will need to go get those Carbos, but now that I think about it, I should probably go to the department store and try to buy a Carbos or two. I think doing that as well will help me guarantee the outspeed on some of the foes that are coming up. You know what? Yeah, I will actually go buy some. Probably just, honestly, just one will make a huge difference, because with how close I was to outspeeding things. Yeah, I like to have the Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team music in the same pool, just because Red Rescue Team sounds different because the GBA is a different sound engine than the DS. Hey Dominic, welcome back. Alright, let me try and get those Carbos. I'm gonna get these TMs just to sell for money. Alright. I'm just gonna get 2. Actually, yeah, get one more. I was gonna say, I still need money for super repels, but I can afford those. Hello, Charizard. How do you do the Cub Chew glitch in Firered? Oh, this isn't a glitch. We used some basic ROM hacking software to put Beartic in the game. So that way I'm able to play around with it. But we basically hacked it in ourselves. Some external tools. Like, you know how there's a lot of ROM hacks around Firered? Like, the Kaizo Ironmon hacks, Unbound, stuff like that. We basically use similar tools to the tools that developers for those used, if that makes any sense. Basically a ROM hack. Really cool, Gen 5 is the best gen. I 100% agree with you. Especially a lot of the Pokemon designs too. I know some people like to complain about it, but Gen 5 has some of the coolest Pokemon designs of all time. I've never done any form of Lycanroc, Dominic. I don't even think I even had one on a team before in any playthrough of any game. Casually, I don't think I've ever used one. My brother has, in his, Violet, he actually found a, shiny, what do you call it? Oh my god. Dude, I am so goddamn mad. I kept missing and missing. But yeah, my brother actually found a shiny Rockruff in Scarlet, or in Violet, I meant, and he didn't even mean to find it. He was trying to find a Ditto, and he found a shiny before a Ditto, and Lycanroc's one of his favorites. So he evolved it. I think he evolved it into the... I think it's the Dusk form. I think he evolved it into. Also, I did forget to get Rock Slide. I'll have to get that on the way out. Using Pokemon that don't exist in older games is hype. It absolutely is. We actually do this kind of thing like around 3 times a week in different games. We do Pokemon Blue, Crystal, and Fire Red. And next year, we'll be replacing Fire Red with Emerald. So if you're interested in this stuff, you might want to consider subscribing because we have a lot more of these. And I've done a lot of these. This is probably... I think this is like my 48th Fire Red one. It's kind of insane at this point how long I've been doing these. Gen 5 Elite Four and gets us the most rage-inducing. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess the Elite Four, not so much, except for Marshall, at least casually. But Ed and Getsus were annoying. You subbed? Oh, thank you. You definitely won't be disappointed. In Ultra games, depending on which one, the IRL and Ultra Sun is easier to get Dusk form with Thunderfang and Own Tempo. If I recall correctly, Oh, it wasn't the Dusk form my brother had. I think he had the Midnight form. That's what I meant to say. But I think in Gen 7, wasn't the Own Tempo Rockruff? Like, it's not a hidden ability or anything. It's just... Wasn't it an event? Like, it's a very specific spawn to get that specific Rockruff? I know it's kind of a complex way to get a Rockruff with Own Tempo, because it's not really a hidden ability or anything. It's like a separate species entirely. I wasn't talking, I was just playing some. That's okay, Shadow. You're not mandated to talk. Why did the music quit playing? Well, hopefully it'll get to the next track soon. Okay. There was just long silence. That was weird. Okay, I need to go get Rock Slide. Yeah, I've considered doing a run with Ash Greninja. I don't know, though. I don't really consider it a real Pokemon. It's like an alterated form of it, of Greninja. I don't really consider it its own, like, separate species. Alright, that wasn't too bad. My favorite way to play a Pokemon game is to 100% the Pokedex. I actually started doing that since Generation 8, Sword and Shield. There's this YouTuber, I'm sure you've heard of him. He's called Lyra Made a Website. He makes videos talking about living dexes in the older Pokemon games and the process to do it. The whole process of it looked so fun and interesting. I actually decided to try it when I was playing through Pokemon Sword the first time, and I actually managed to get the Shiny Charm for the first time ever. I think I did cheat with Pokemon Home a little bit to get like 30 or 40 different species, but I did get it. I even made it a living dex too. And in Scarlet and Violet, I did the same thing. It's really satisfying too. Alpha Sapphire, man, when you say, like, a living dex, do you only mean, like, the regional dex? Oh no, I fainted. I don't need to heal that right away. First shiny charm was in Sun. Oh, nice. Yes. I'll hold on to Rock Slide for a bit longer. Yeah, I think Sun and Moon was the first Pokemon games where you didn't have to beat the National Dex to get the shiny charm just because the National Dex didn't exist. Oh, I just realized, even though I have a Repel up, Beartic is technically... Wait. No, I have a Repel up. Interesting. In newer generations, if the Pokemon you have up front is fainted, the Repel still works, but it looks like in Gen 3 it doesn't. So I guess it's going off of my last Pokemon. So that's just annoying. Gen 8 and Gen 9 suck. Oh, they don't suck. Like, they don't suck. I mean, no mainline Pokemon game truly sucks unless it's Let's Go. Right, fly. It's a good thing I didn't delete Ice Beam, because that's my strat for Erica. Well, no, I don't think Sword and Shield sucks either. The game was still fun to me. It has its own charms. Cynthia and a grown-up Wally. I don't think Wally was grown up, but I knew Red and Blue were. But yeah, the Battle Tree was like my favorite Battle Tower-like facility, just because it included a bunch of extra trainers. Well, Dominic, you don't have to pay for the DLC. The DLC is just a replacement for third versions. So, like, instead of releasing, like, Sword, Shield, and, like, Armor, or whatever the third version would be called, they just made DLC for it instead. So, if you played Sword or Shield, you still can access the titles. Because here's the fact that people don't want to talk about. The games Platinum, Emerald, and Crystal are actually some of the worst selling Pokemon games of all time. And that's just because they're third versions, because most people bought Diamond or Pearl, and they didn't want to purchase Platinum for full price if it's going to be 85% the same game. I know there's story differences, but to the casual customer, that doesn't matter to them. All they care about is like new region, new Pokemon. That's all they care about. So the DLC is actually a much better way of doing it. Plus, yeah, like if you purchase Scarlet or Violet, instead of them releasing a third version, if you want to play more content, you can just pay for some DLC and they give you a lot to do. Like, I'm completely fine with it. They should have did a post-game. Well, the DLC wasn't like just a post-game. It was like an entire, like, gigantic story. I mean, the Delta episode in Oras wasn't really that long. It was only like, for a casual, it probably would only take you like an hour. But like the DLC added tons of hours of content, including a whole lot of other Pokemon you can catch. It sucks because it's Diamond Pro, the fancy version of the Underground. BDSP is awesome because of the Underground. Like, I don't know why people keep downplaying the Grand Underground. They're like, oh yeah, this game sucks. Oh yeah, they have an Underground, I guess. Like, that's like the #1 thing they improved. Like, you have to admit, the original Underground in the Sinnoh game sucked. It was bare, empty. If you had no friends, there was nothing to do. Like, it just wasn't good. The original Underground was crap. The Sinnoh remakes made it so much better. You could find Pokemon down there, including Pokemon that weren't native to the region, like Absol and Houndoom. You can actually obtain Houndoom and Absol during the main story. So the whole argument of BDSP didn't have enough fire types. That doesn't even hold up because you can find more fire types underground. Plus, they did stuff like make the gym leaders, Elite Four and Champion, much harder. They gave them much better movesets. They gave them held items. I've actually seen videos online of people complaining that they were too hard. Like, you complained that they're too easy. Now you complain they're too hard. Like, what do you want, people? Like, what do you want? The only reason I kind of accept from people when they talk about why they don't like the games is because they're not a fan of the 3D chibi style. I mean, that's fine. You don't have to be a fan of that version of graphics. Oh god, that almost killed me. Yeah, they didn't give it to like every Pokemon, sadly, but they did to some of them. But here's a fun fact. In Diamond and Pearl specifically, do you know how you had to get Ralts before Platinum came out? You had to either transfer a Ralts from another game and evolve it, or you had to wait for a random mass outbreak just to even get it. Or here's another fun thing. Tangrowth. You know how you got Tangrowth in Diamond and Pearl before Platinum? You literally had to transfer it. Tangela was not catchable anywhere in Diamond and Pearl. So there was literally a new Pokemon that was locked away from everybody if you didn't have Fire Red or Leaf Green to catch it. Like, that's how bad their Pokedex was. Like, people talk about, like, BDSP carrying over the Pokedex, but in terms of, like, making the Pokemon actually catchable, they did fix a lot of those issues. Plus, yeah, I'm pretty sure in the underground, you can catch, like, Ralts and Tangela. There are Munchlax in the underground. There are actual Munchlax down there, so you don't have to use honey trees for them anymore. Thank God. Plus, they still have the guaranteed chance of leftovers. Although in my Nuzlocke of Shining Pearl, I actually tried to catch the, I forgot Bulk Up. I actually forgot to... Or no, I didn't forget. I was trying to get the Munchlax. It had leftovers, but the devs had the frickin' nerve to give that thing its egg move Fling. So whenever he uses the move Fling, the leftovers are gone. And it's so annoying because the Munchlax are so rare down there. I play the game on 3 times speed up just because playing this on normal speed would absolutely drive me insane. And we're only comparing the runs to, like, myself and, like, a few other people. We do it just for convenience's sake. But for, like, official speedruns, no. This isn't official. This is like a kind of like a race thing. Like, a personal speedrun, if that makes sense. Alright. I'm going to do 2 bulk ups. Probably 3. After 3 bulk ups, he will start to use Whirlwind. Well then. Shadow, they did do something new. It's called the Grand Underground. Like, it's not even the same thing as the original game. It's just completely different. Utterly different. But if you're talking about, like, what do you call them? Gimmicks? Then yeah, that makes sense. Oh my... Dude, how am I struggling with this guy? Did I seriously luck my way through the first run that much? Maybe using Substitute's a bad idea. Without X and Y, we wouldn't have the Fairy type. That is true. Fuck. Dude, this is going to end up being worse than my first run. At this rate. Alright, just use 2 bulk ups. Like, I'm doing the exact same pathing as last time. I'm even the same level. It's just... Grit. Things are just going so much worse. If you got to pick a new Mega, what would you choose? Like, a Pokemon that should get a Mega? I know everyone would just say Flygon, but I think Flygon's bad. It's overrated. Flygon's not a good Pokemon. What would be... Honestly, Unova only has one Mega. That's not right. Imagine, like, Mega Gigalith or some, or, like, Mega Zebstrika. Like, something from Unova. Some underappreciated Pokemon from Unova. Give it a Mega. Same thing with X and Y. X and Y's only Mega form was a literal mythical that nobody had. There we go. The way my moves were ordered really triggered the crap out of me. Yeah, it made no sense that the Gen 6 starters didn't get Megas, but they gave it to the Kanto ones instead. Didn't make any sense. Mega Porygon Z. No. We don't need that. Alright, so for this fight, I need 5 bulk ups. I am impressed my sub is still up. Mega Eevee. We need that. No, we do not. Oh no, fake out. Whatever shall I do? I did get the rare candy, right? I did. Okay. Dude, I'm about to be 3 minutes slower at Sabrina. Man, I must have been super lucky the first run. Because it's not like I'm doing fights under-leveled. I actually did more training. It's just, I guess in the first run, my luck was just so good. This is what my first run should have been like. And then I would have realized, huh, maybe I should do some more training for the run too. Agidos. No, those don't need a middle evolution. It's perfect the way it is. That's fine. Give us male Combee evolution. I wish. I think they did that on purpose, though. Because like how in real life, there's the queen bee, and then all the male bees are just slaves. Probably a similar thing, like the Veespequen's the queen bee, and then the male Combees are all the slaves. Drone bee. I'm really hoping most of you guys pivoted over 111, because I do not see this beating my first run at this point. The only way it can is at the champion at this point, because the champion gave me most of my resets. Hello, Walter Clark. I got into a fight today. Well, that's not good. Hope you're okay. Male Salazzle? I think there's a reason why it's only a female Pokemon. If only Beedrill had the stats its Mega does. Honestly, that's not what Beedrill needs. Beedrill needs actually good moves. Like, give Beedrill Swords Dance by level up. Because in Gen 1, it gets it by TM. I forgot Koga. Dude. I always do this. The games named after colors try to bring new formulas to the table entirely, while every other game except Sun and Moon tries to take the same formula. I mean, I'm not honestly complaining about that. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, usually when they try to fix something, people end up just getting mad. Okay. Oh my god. In my first run, I would actually be in Giovanni's gym right now. That's how bad this second run is. But then again, this run isn't bad. Like, I'm doing the same things as before. Well, I'm usually not good at when people suggest games. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that when I get the chance. Most of the time, I never do. It's just a thing with me. I'm usually not the kind of person to play a new series based on one person recommending it. Oh, I forgot to split. Ixomon. Is that the Pokemon clone where, like, they're all anime girls or something? My brother laughed at the hand holding a Pokemon Sun at the start. Man, older Pokemon games expect you to figure it out more. Well, that's true, but they did that because they needed to appeal to younger audiences, which is why they did that. I mean, there's still a joy to it. Actually, alright, I do need to fight some trainers here. I need 93 speed. Technically, I would prefer 94. That's... Nixamon is not that? Oh. 93. Okay, I am technically speed tied with Rapidash, but I'd rather not take the chances, because I'm going to set up 2 bulk ups on the Growlithe while constantly tanking those Fire Blasts. I'm not even going to use Substitute. It's a PC game that tries to copy it. Oh, okay. What is... Steve's doing the trainers in Koga's gym as a Bulbasaur. Dang. Man, most of these Blaine trainers suck. Well, at least I got the speed I want. I don't have to fight anyone. Although the guy down here is actually really good. He has a single Rapidash, but for some reason, Rapidash gives so much XP. Along with Ponyta, like, their XP yields are really high for some reason. Your first playthrough of Pokemon Red in the Color Game Boy, you beat it in 20 minutes. Did you have speed up or something? That's the only way I could have seen you doing that. Like, beating it in 20 minutes, no offense, but I 100% doubt that. Like, even when I've backported a Pokemon that doesn't even exist in Gen 1 on 4 times game speed, I still cannot beat it that fast. So you have to be exaggerating. Okay, so I need 2 bulk ups. 1 and 2. Alright, I cannot miss a Rock Slide. I think speed, there should be an option on Pokemon games to turn off hand holding. That probably would have been too much, honestly. The code in. Okay, that was close. It was a good thing that Rock Slide flinched. Well, I'm 5 minutes behind at Blaine. That's how bad this run's been going. You had a gift to basically beat video games, but still, like, even the world record speed run's like an hour 44, and that's the world record. I mean, the only way I can even beat the first run is if I first try the champion. That's literally the only way. Because the Elite Four split took me 13 minutes, but if I first try everybody, it should only take 5. But yeah, me first trying the champion is the only way I can actually beat the first run, just because the champion fight was so bad. Also, remember when I did a bit of extra training and bought Carbos? Look at my speed, 99 speed. That was the speed I was at for the Rival 6 fight, where I speed tied the Pidgeot, so I will 100% outspeed the Pidgeot, so the Rival 6 fight will be a lot smoother. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! In a duel, people use theme decks and you destroy them. Yes, Steve is he's really good at Magic the Gathering. He would always constantly destroy people in that game. Funnily enough, when he used to be a giant, like, Magic streamer, what he would do is, he would face against his own audience. He would keep his stream up. He allowed his fans to cheat by looking at his hand, and even though they were given the privilege of being able to cheat and look at his hand, he still kept beating them. That's how good he was. He's also kind of a dick when it comes to card games. Whenever I do Pokemon matches against him with the cards, whenever he's about to beat me, he just loves being an ass about it. He's like, "Hey, Speed, which Pokemon do you want to die? Would you like me to kill this one or this one? You pick your poison." He has probably cheated in the badges and fly to go straight to the Elite Four with... No, I just don't think he did it. I think he's just exaggerating. Okay. Reset at Giovanni. I know what I did wrong. I used Brick Break on the Nidos when I should have used Rock Slide because it activated Poison Point. Well, then again, Steve got back into the TCG again before I did, so he's a lot more knowledgeable than I am with, like, all the new cards and how the decks work. Well, John, I've gotten a lot better since then. Wow. Man, ever since Erica split, things just got really downhill from here. My splits timer is just nothing but red and a tiny bit of gold. Alright, I'm going to use 4 bulk ups. Three. And 4. Alright, so I'll just have to tank the hit from the Alakazam. Actually, no. Oh, dang it, that is not what I wanted to use. Shoot. I meant to use Substitute. I did not mean to use Bulk Up on that thing. This spawn would be better if it was a rock type. Absolutely not. Ice Rock is a horrible typing. John, what are you talking about? You meant mono rock instead of mono ice? No. Otherwise, Misty would have been an absolute nightmare. I mean, I guess it would have made Blaine easier. But Giovanni would have been a lot worse, actually, because I would have been weak to Earthquake. Plus, Lorelei would be super bad. I would actually be weak to Lorelei's Surf. So, no. Rock would actually be worse. That is not what I meant to do. Great. Oh my god, I'm dead. I hate this. I really don't want to continue this run. I'm ending it here. If you guys are wondering if I'm just overreacting, no. Look at my splits here. Look at those splits. 4 minutes behind at Brock, 27 at Misty. I was ahead at Surge, lost over 2 minutes at Erica. I was behind 3.5 minutes at Sabrina. I was behind 5 minutes at Blaine. Still behind 5 minutes at Giovanni. And that's, even if I had entered the league good, I would have been behind like 5.5 minutes. I was not going to make up this time in the league. Like, yeah, if I would have first tried everything, yeah, but the run should not have been this bad. Like, I got extremely unlucky at a bunch of different fights. But here's the thing. That first run was just so unnecessarily lucky. I had no idea where the struggle points were because I just kept getting crits and quick claw clutches. Well, yeah, this is in no way gonna beat the second run, the first run, so I'm just gonna have to get my results from run 1 and I'll just put it on the leaderboard. Sorry it's a bit anticlimactic, but why did the gameplay go away? Yeah, it happens, but here's the thing, honestly. The run that just happened, this should have been run 1. Run 1 is supposed to be filled with all the resets and the bad luck, and run 2 should have fixed it. Not the complete opposite. Like, this is the first time in a long time that's happened where the first run was basically like the second run. The only thing that was really bad was just the champion fight. That just infuriates me, but I'm only giving each Pokemon 2 runs. I'm not going to continue when I know it's not realistic for me to win. Alright, let me just go ahead and add this to the leaderboard. And we'll see how it went. Alright, let me just get a picture. Yeah, sorry everyone, but I just couldn't keep doing that run anymore. I'm really mad that I encountered that trainer, though, because there could have been a decent shot that I may have actually beaten my first run just because of the league, but even if I first tried or second tried the champion, the whole rest of the game was so bad. this run would have still been horrible. But yeah, Beartic just needs a lot of luck. Honestly, I'd rather put the run on the leaderboard that was mostly lucky rather than the one with a consistent champion. Alright, so I'm gonna have to rewind my own stream preview. Let's see. Alright, I was level 65 with 9 resets. And my real time was a 1:11:47. Still a somewhat decent time. Let's see, my game time was 3 hours and 4 minutes. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and sort this, and then I will change screens and show you all the leaderboard. Yeah, this still didn't perform too good. Look at this, 40th out of 44. This thing is in the bottom 5. It only did slightly better than Hisuian Avalug's second run. Like, ice types in general are just bad, with like the main exception of like Aurorus, but that's just because Aurorus had access to Calm Mind. Valerian Darmanitan is... I think it had Calm Mind too, plus it was just straight up broken. But yeah, that was still not good. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, everyone. I do appreciate. The next run will be on, or the next stream will be Sunday. It'll be Speedrun Sunday. And then the actual next stream will probably be Tuesday. It'll be Casual Tuesday. I'm going to try and finish up my Earthbound Let's Play. I really need to try and get that done so I can play other games. Theoretically, I could just stop streaming it, period, but I don't know. Maybe I'll play... No, I'm going to finish it. But the next actual solo run stream will be Thursday, where we'll be doing Crystal. I don't know with what Pokemon. I'll need to make the schedule. But anyway, I will redirect all of you to Steve M Plays stream, so don't go anywhere. I'll make sure to be there on the chat as well. Like, you don't have to watch Steve the whole time, but if you just watch him for like 30 seconds or something, it really does help him in the algorithm. So I will see you there.